Everything you thought you knew about your life is about to change. With the North Node moving into Pisces in 2025, prepare for a cosmic shift that will dissolve the boundaries you've been holding onto and push you toward a more authentic, soulful existence. The world around you will begin to feel different, almost as if you're stepping into a new reality where intuition and emotion take the lead over logic and structure. You may find yourself questioning old patterns, confronting your inner truths, and embracing new spiritual insights. This is not just a small cosmic shift. It's a full-on invitation to transform every aspect of your life, from your career to your relationships and even your spiritual path. During this period, Pisces energy will guide you to unlock hidden parts of yourself that you may have been suppressing or avoiding. It's the perfect time to break free from old mentalities that no longer serve your soul's purpose. The North Node in Pisces will encourage you to trust the unknown, embrace uncertainty, and move through life with an open heart. The question is, will you lean into this shift with faith, or will you resist the powerful waves of transformation that are about to wash over you? Picture the universe as an intricate dance, with celestial bodies moving in perfect rhythm, each step shaping the energy of our lives. On January 12, 2025, the North Node enters Pisces, initiating a profound shift that will ripple through until August 2026. This isn't just another astrological event. It's the cosmos nudging us toward transformation. For those attuned to astrology, this period marks the start of a significant energetic cycle. Think about moments in your life where everything seemed charged with emotion and meaning. Those are often the echoes of astral movements. The planets align to tell a new story, and this time, it's one steeped in intuition, dreams, and spiritual awakening. The North Node in Pisces symbolizes a collective call to let go of the linear and embrace the mystical. Pisces energy is fluid, imaginative, and deeply spiritual, urging us to tune into the whispers of the soul. This transit isn't about planning every step meticulously. Instead, it encourages trust in the journey. Imagine standing by the ocean watching the waves. You can't control their flow, but you can learn to move with them. That's the essence of this shift, learning to embrace uncertainty and letting intuition guide your path. Astrologically speaking, this is also a time to reflect on where you're headed. The zodiac sign of Pisces reminds us to dissolve barriers, be it emotional walls, outdated beliefs, or rigid expectations. If you felt stuck in patterns that no longer serve you, this period is like a gentle yet persistent wave washing away the debris. Take journaling, for example. Write down your dreams and feelings without overanalyzing. Over time, you'll see patterns emerge, guiding you toward what truly matters. What makes this shift particularly significant is its spiritual undertone. Pisces isn't just about daydreams and fantasy. It's about profound emotional and spiritual connection. This could manifest as sudden bursts of creativity, a newfound interest in meditation, or even a deeper appreciation for art and nature. The sun and moon may seem to shine differently during this phase, casting light on parts of your soul you haven't explored yet. It's an ideal time to practice mindfulness or dive into practices like yoga or breathwork to align with this energy. As we move through this transit, the universe will ask us to prepare for what's next. The energy of Pisces invites reflection, but it also hints at transformation just around the corner. What will you do with this time of cosmic recalibration? That's a question to hold close as we begin exploring the deeper themes this astrological journey will unfold. Chaos has a bad reputation, doesn't it? People often associate it with disorder and stress, but in the world of astrology, chaos is sometimes the precursor to greatness. With the North Node in Pisces, this transit is like a cosmic invitation to tear down what's too structured, too rigid, and let the creative juices flow. Picture your life as a perfectly organized closet, every shelf, hanger, and drawer in its place. This energy comes along and asks, what if you could do better? To rebuild something even more beautiful, you first need to empty the space, scattering everything into temporary disarray. This phase brings an essential lesson. Creativity thrives in flexibility. When we cling too tightly to order, we leave little room for inspiration to sneak in. Imagine an artist staring at a blank canvas. Sometimes their first stroke seems random, even chaotic, but it's what lays the groundwork for a masterpiece. The zodiac sign of Pisces pushes us to embrace that uncertainty. It's okay if life feels messy during this transit. It's often in the mess that the most profound ideas emerge. For instance, if your routine feels stale, try shaking things up. Rearrange your workspace, take a different route to work, or start a hobby that feels completely out of character. On a deeper level, this transit teaches us the art of surrender. Not every moment has to be meticulously planned, and not every decision needs a spreadsheet. The planets in play here are encouraging a step back from logic and control, nudging us toward intuitive flow. Let's say you've been obsessively overanalyzing a problem, whether it's career-related, romantic, or personal. What if you paused, took a deep breath, and asked yourself what your gut is telling you? Often the answer lies not in overthinking but in quiet moments of reflection. Think of this time as a cosmic reset button. It's not about abandoning structure entirely but about questioning whether the systems you've built still serve you. If your life were a bookshelf, are you clinging to books you no longer love simply because they've always been there? This transit encourages you to release what's outdated. Decluttering, both physically and emotionally, can be a powerful ritual during this period. Take an afternoon to clean out a drawer or an evening to meditate on what you're holding onto unnecessarily. As this astral energy builds, it whispers a simple truth: growth requires space. By releasing the old and welcoming a little chaos, you're creating room for something new to flourish. And here's the kicker. This is just the beginning of a much larger transformation. What happens next? Well, you'll need to loosen your grip on perfection to find out. Change is never easy, especially for those who thrive on structure and precision. The South Node in Virgo is the ultimate cosmic nudge, asking us to release our grip on excessive rationality and perfectionism. Virgo's energy, while wonderfully diligent, can sometimes box us in with routines, checklists, and an overactive inner critic. This transit is like the universe saying, it's time to take off the training wheels and trust your intuition. Imagine spending hours polishing every detail of a project only to realize that the essence, the soul of it, got lost in all that overanalyzing. One of Virgo's most admirable qualities is its practicality. But during this phase, it's important to question whether practicality is serving or stifling you. Are you analyzing every decision to the point of paralysis? Maybe you've been so focused on doing things the right way that you've forgotten there's more than one way to succeed. The planets guiding this transit are encouraging a shift from rigid planning to embracing spontaneity. For instance, instead of agonizing over a to-do list, try waking up and letting your day unfold naturally. You might be surprised at the opportunities that arise when you loosen the reins. The zodiac sign of Virgo is also closely tied to self-criticism, and let's be honest, nobody judges us harder than we judge ourselves. This transit offers a chance to silence that inner voice that nitpicks at every perceived flaw. If you've been second-guessing yourself or holding back because you don't feel ready, now is the time to act despite those doubts. Think about starting a creative project like journaling or painting, not for perfection but for expression. Let it be messy, raw, and real, because that's where growth happens. Letting go of rigidity doesn't mean abandoning structure entirely. It's about creating space for flexibility and emotional fluidity. Virgo energy can be very head-focused, but this transit invites you to balance that with heart and intuition. Consider small acts of surrender, like taking a walk without a set destination or cooking without a recipe. These moments of release can teach you that life isn't always about precision. It's about presence. As the astral energies shift, this is your chance to recalibrate. Virgo's meticulousness has its place, but sometimes the best way forward is to simply let go and trust. What happens when you stop micromanaging every aspect of your life? That's where the magic begins, leading us naturally into the next phase of deeper emotional and spiritual connection. When the North Node enters Pisces, it's like the cosmos turning up the volume on your inner world. Pisces is a zodiac sign that thrives on emotion, intuition, and a deep connection to the spiritual realm. This is your invitation to trade logic for instinct, spreadsheets for daydreams, and rigidity for the fluidity of the heart. It's not about abandoning reason but embracing a new way of navigating life, one that flows rather than fights. Think of this as the season where your soul whispers, "Listen to me," and finally you can't ignore it. For many, this transit might feel like stepping into uncharted waters. After years of relying on practical solutions and tangible outcomes, the Pisces energy encourages you to trust what can't be seen or measured. It's about aligning with the rhythm of the astral tides and trusting that you'll be carried to where you're meant to go. Meditation, for instance, becomes more than just a practice. It's a lifeline. Taking even 10 minutes a day to breathe and be still can open pathways to insights that no amount of brainstorming could uncover. Emotional vulnerability takes center stage during this phase. While society often rewards stoicism, the North Node in Pisces challenges you to break down those walls and lean into your feelings. Have you been avoiding tough conversations, burying emotions, or dismissing your desires? Now is the time to address them. Write that heartfelt letter, have that overdue talk, or simply allow yourself to cry when the need arises. There's profound strength in acknowledging and expressing what's in your heart, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. The spiritual connection encouraged by this transit isn't limited to meditation or prayer. It's about finding your unique way of tuning into the universe. Maybe you feel connected while stargazing, walking barefoot on the earth, or creating art. Pisces reminds us that spirituality doesn't have to follow a set of rules. It's deeply personal. As you explore this, don't be afraid to experiment. Perhaps try a sound bath, explore astrology in depth, or even journal about the planets and their impact on your life. The key is to stay curious and open. This emotional and spiritual alignment is not a one-time event but an ongoing journey. It's about learning to trust the process, even when you don't have all the answers. As the Pisces energy seeps into your life, it prepares you for a shift that feels both inevitable and transformative. What will you discover when you let go of control and dive into the currents of your soul? That's where the story deepens, and where the eclipses tied to the nodes come into play. When we talk about eclipses, it's important to recognize their inherent power to transform, both personally and collectively. Eclipses aren't just astronomical events. They are astral milestones that often signify pivotal moments of change. Because the nodes of the moon are linked to eclipses, the energy shifts accompanying these celestial events can feel almost fated. It's as if the universe pulls back the curtain, revealing the next chapter of your life. When eclipses occur during the North Node in Pisces transit, their impact is amplified, pushing us to evolve on a deeper, more intuitive level. The South Node in Virgo encourages us to shed the past, old habits, outdated beliefs, and rigid routines. This is the time when eclipses bring sudden revelations and shifts, often in unexpected ways. Think of it like an unexpected thunderstorm on a bright, sunny day. It may seem chaotic at first, but it clears the air, making room for new possibilities. The beauty of these moments is that they don't always require effort. They are forces of nature moving you toward your true purpose, even if you can't see the path clearly yet. While eclipses are powerful enough to change the course of our lives, they also highlight the significance of timing. The planets involved during these celestial events play a critical role in guiding how we navigate the changes. Some eclipses may bring sudden clarity, while others may feel like a disruption, forcing us to let go of something we've clung to for far too long. The key here is to lean into the unknown, trusting that the zodiac signs and their energies are aligning to propel you forward. For instance, if an eclipse happens in Pisces, it might be the perfect time to start a creative project or spiritual journey you've been putting off. Eclipses are also known to bring things to light, truths that were previously hidden or unconscious. During these intense shifts, the universe may reveal patterns, behaviors, or relationships that no longer serve your highest good. Think back to times in your life when sudden shifts occurred. Did they lead to more meaningful growth or unexpected opportunities? That's the eclipse energy at work, pushing you to align with your soul's true path, even if it means facing discomfort or uncertainty. While this can feel unsettling, remember that eclipses are ultimately agents of change, meant to bring you closer to your soul's purpose. The challenge is not to resist these shifts but to embrace them. As you surrender to the rhythm of the planets and their dance with your life, you begin to see the bigger picture. The eclipses, in all their dramatic power, guide us through the darkness and into the light, where we can align with our authentic self. During this transformative period, the North Node in Pisces will call upon many of us to step into unfamiliar territory, emotionally and spiritually. However, the road to growth is rarely smooth. Those who have grown accustomed to emotional suppression or rigid mental frameworks might find this time particularly challenging. For some, the fear of vulnerability or being misunderstood can feel overwhelming. But it's precisely through these challenges that real transformation occurs. You see, the planets align in such a way that they are pushing us toward healing, allowing us to confront our deepest fears and come out stronger on the other side. One of the most significant hurdles during this time will be the difficulty of letting go of control. The South Node in Virgo emphasizes overanalysis, precision, and a constant need for rationality. If you're someone who tends to plan every step of your life, then this period might feel like trying to swim against a tide that's far stronger than you. But what if you could lean into the flow instead? Imagine, for instance, a Virgo who prides themselves on their meticulous planning deciding to take a spontaneous trip, allowing their instincts and intuition to guide them instead of the usual spreadsheets. This can be a moment of profound personal growth, as it challenges the very essence of who they thought they were. While this resistance to change may be understandable, it's important to remember that personal evolution thrives in environments of discomfort. Much like a plant that needs the right conditions to grow, sometimes that means stretching roots into rocky soil. This may look like deciding to let go of a relationship that no longer serves your emotional well-being, or perhaps leaving behind an old career path that doesn't align with your true zodiac energy anymore. The moon phases during this time may serve as gentle reminders that every cycle of letting go makes room for something new to bloom. Challenges also often come from facing the emotions we've long buried. The North Node in Pisces and the energy of the planets during this transit urge you to confront feelings that might have felt too overwhelming to express. This could include grief, fear, or even joy that you haven't allowed yourself to fully experience. Think of the moon's cycle with its constant ebb and flow, sometimes pulling you into darker, more introspective times. Yet these times are critical for healing, just as the moon always shines brightly after the darkness of a new moon. As we navigate these challenges, it's crucial to remember that growth is not about avoiding discomfort but embracing it. The zodiac signs offer clues to how we can best approach these moments. For example, those with strong Pisces placements might find solace in art or spirituality during tough times, while those with Virgo energy may find healing in the practical steps of decluttering their emotional space. The key is in recognizing that the challenges are not obstacles but invitations to align more closely with your soul's desires and purpose. As the North Node moves through Pisces, it triggers an extraordinary opportunity for spiritual awakening. The alignment of Saturn, Neptune, and the North Node is a celestial combination that intensifies the cosmic call to connect with the universal, emotional, and intuitive realms. This is more than just an intellectual or physical transformation. It's a soulful evolution. The planets align in such a way that they are guiding us to move beyond the material world and tap into the infinite wisdom that resides within the universe and within ourselves. It's as if the universe is saying, now is the time to truly listen to your soul. For those who have felt disconnected from their spiritual path, this period offers a profound opportunity to reconnect. Think of the sun shining through the fog after a long storm. That is the energy that the North Node in Pisces offers. It brings clarity to the often murky waters of spiritual searching. You might find yourself drawn to practices such as meditation, journaling, or even energy healing, all of which allow you to align your inner world with the astral forces at play. In this sense, it's not about searching for answers outside yourself but trusting that the universe, through its own mysterious forces, will lead you to them. The deeper connection with spirituality and emotional depth isn't about conforming to any one belief system. It's about tapping into the vast ocean of wisdom that is available to each of us. The Pisces influence helps us to understand that there are no rigid paths to spiritual enlightenment, only individual, unique journeys. You may find yourself exploring new philosophies or even drawing from multiple spiritual practices. If you're feeling the urge to explore astrology deeper, perhaps now is the time to explore how the planets and your zodiac sign influence your inner spiritual growth. The more we understand our cosmic blueprints, the more we can align ourselves with the forces that guide us. Emotional depth is equally critical during this time. This period pushes us to feel deeply and authentically. It asks us to experience the full spectrum of emotions from joy to sorrow without judgment. With Neptune and the North Node in the mix, the energy encourages a level of emotional fluidity that many of us have been avoiding. Imagine letting go of emotional barriers you've built over years, allowing yourself to flow freely in both your relationships and personal life. This emotional freedom can transform your connection to your higher self and the universe at large. It's during this time that we may feel a greater sense of unity with the world and those around us. As the planets align, it's an invitation to find ways in which we can serve others, not out of obligation but out of a true sense of compassion. Whether it's helping a friend or diving into a charitable cause, this period encourages selflessness, creating connections that are not transactional but soulful. This alignment can feel like an invitation to engage with life from a place of pure love and understanding, with the universe supporting you in every step. With the North Node transiting through Pisces, the practical applications of this astrological shift are both profound and transformative. As Pisces is a sign of intuition, spirituality, and emotional depth, this transit encourages us to approach life with more openness to the unknown and trust in the unseen forces at play. One practical way to embrace this energy is by letting go of the need for rigid control. For example, if you've been micromanaging every aspect of your life, this period is a time to start practicing surrender, allowing life to unfold without trying to predict every step. Letting go of this need for certainty opens the door to unexpected opportunities and greater fulfillment. A crucial aspect of the North Node in Pisces is learning to trust your intuition. It's an excellent time for making decisions based on your gut feelings rather than solely on logic. If you've been struggling to make a career change, for example, trusting your instincts about a new opportunity can be incredibly powerful. This period supports emotional clarity, helping you tap into your true desires and align your actions with your soul's calling. You might find yourself drawn to creative pursuits or healing practices, as Pisces energy supports artistic expression and emotional healing. If you've been avoiding these aspects of yourself, this is the time to nurture them. In relationships, the North Node in Pisces encourages a more compassionate and empathetic approach. Rather than engaging in power struggles or remaining overly logical in your interactions, this transit promotes emotional vulnerability and deeper connection. Think about relationships where you've held back your true feelings. Now is the time to open up and express yourself from a place of love and understanding. Whether in romantic partnerships or friendships, this shift allows you to see others through the lens of Pisces, with compassion, acceptance, and a deep understanding that everyone is on their own journey. On a more personal level, the North Node in Pisces calls for self-reflection and spiritual growth. It's a period when you may feel the urge to connect more deeply with your spiritual practice, whether through meditation, prayer, or even journaling. By tuning into the spiritual aspect of your life, you can discover more about your life's purpose and your connection to the greater universe. Even if spirituality is something new for you, now is an ideal time to explore how it fits into your life. Start by reading books on mindfulness or astrology to open the doors of deeper understanding and self-awareness. Lastly, as Pisces is also connected to the subconscious, this period offers an excellent opportunity to work through unresolved emotional wounds. If you've been carrying emotional baggage from the past, this energy encourages you to confront it, process it, and let it go. One way to do this is by engaging in activities like therapy, energy healing, or even creative expression through art or writing. By doing so, you'll be clearing the space for more emotional freedom and alignment with your highest self. As we wrap up this deep dive into the North Node in Pisces 2025, it's clear that this astral shift is not just another phase. It's a call to transform your life. This is the perfect moment to align with your intuition, embrace emotional depth, and begin living in harmony with your soul's true desires. Are you ready to let go of old patterns and step into a more authentic version of yourself? The universe is offering you the opportunity for real change. Don't let it pass by. If you found this content enlightening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on more astrology insights. Let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this North Node in Pisces shift? What areas of your life are you most excited to transform? Share your thoughts and let's continue this journey together. Keep evolving, keep growing, and keep exploring the stars.